surpassing gift of righteousness, knowing you, Jesus, knowing you, there is no greater thing. You're my all, you're the best, you're my joy, my righteousness, and I love you, Lord. Oh, to know the power of your risen life, and to know you in your sufferings, to become like you in your death, my Lord, so with you to live and never die, knowing you, Jesus, knowing you, there is no greater thing. You're my all, you're the best, you're my joy, my righteousness, and I love you, Lord. On February 10th, 2010, I lost my mom to cancer. Now, I know most of you know that already, and I know this video is coming out on Friday, which is 2 or 3 days before her 10th anniversary of her death. But I always like to sing a song to remember her and to dedicate to her and her life. The reason I chose to sing this song this week is because I have a very special memory attached to this song. For those of you that don't know, I am a missionary kid. My parents are/were missionaries. We lived in Trinidad and Tobago for 6 years, where my parents did mission work. I can't quite exactly remember when this happened, but I want to say probably about 2007, 2008. My dad was going to preach at a church, as they call it, in the bush, pretty much in the middle of nowhere, where some colleagues of ours were pastoring at. And so my dad was preaching a sermon. I think it was a new sermon. I can't even remember what the sermon was about. But I wouldn't be surprised if after watching this video, my dad tells me, oh, that was the sermon that I preached about. My dad found this song that I just sang, and he wanted it to kind of be the response song after the sermon that he preached. And it was fairly a new song at the time, and with the country that we were living in, my dad just kind of took an MP3 and put it on a CD, and then we were able to put the CD in our car. So on our way to church that morning when my dad was preaching, my dad was like, hey, Jane, which is my mom's name, can you help me learn this song so we can sing it with everybody? And I have like sheets printed off with the lyrics on them. In fact, I still have that sheet to this day. It has become a very special memory for me. And I think this is probably one of the only musical memories I've ever had of my mom. She wasn't super musical, but she was kind of musical in that way. And obviously I can't really remember what her voice sounded like in terms of singing this song, but I can still vividly remember that drive and hearing my mom and dad singing this song and learning this song to sing after my dad preached. Looking back over these 10 years, this song has really meant a lot to me. And now, going through the death of my mom and it being 10 years, that last verse really means a lot to me, because I feel like through God bringing me through that trial and that suffering, I'm becoming more like him, which this song now I feel like is now becoming one of my favorite worship songs ever, even though I find it hard now not to cry whenever I sing it at like church and stuff, because that memory will always be attached to the song. I would really encourage you guys, if you don't know Christ, find someone who's a Christian, who knows about Christ, or even just find someone you trust who might be a Christian, who has a Bible, and get into a Bible and learn what God is all about. This song is a really great just declaration of that, is that knowing Jesus is not about, you know, oh, we know of who God is and we know Jesus, but knowing him through the experiences that he takes us through, the journey that we're on, and through suffering, we know what Jesus went through. We become more like Jesus, and we trust and we lean more into him. And I have started doing that a lot more, especially over the past like 2-3 years, with making my relationship with God very personal. So I really wanted to be very vulnerable and very open with you guys about this song, and I really do encourage you that through me being vulnerable and sharing this with you, I really hope that you might see God's love and mercy and light through me, and that you might want a relationship with him if you don't already, because I greatly encourage you to. The Christian life is not easy, and it was never meant to be easy, but it is so fulfilling and worth it, because as the last song says, to become like you in your death, my Lord, so with you to live and never die. Through the suffering, we become more like Christ, and so we do the work that he has for us, and then when we die, we get to live with him forever in heaven, where there's no more crying and pain and death or hurting. But thank you guys for watching. I didn't think I would get emotional during this outro. If you haven't already, please like, comment, and share this video, and don't forget to subscribe and click the bell beside the subscribe button so you know when I upload new videos. I would really appreciate if you guys follow me on all my social media, which is all at Emily Bahula. Super simple. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all the things, and all of them are linked down below if you want to check that out. If you would like to hear this song as an MP3 and not have to watch the video over again, you can click the link down below in the description box as well to download the song as an MP3. If you would like to learn more about my speech impairment, which is a cleft palate, there are links and information down below in the description box, and there's always videos linked throughout the video in the cards. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for the support. I greatly appreciate it. I know that last year's video did really well, and that's not me trying to brag and say, oh, look what I did, but it's me sharing my story and me being vulnerable and real with you guys, and I just hope that this touches you and just ministers to you and inspires you. I love you guys, and I will see you guys next week with a new video.